mighty boar. Give a roar and scream his name. Oberon, grab the haft of your shaft, thrust it in and thrust it aft, and give a roar for the mighty boar. When he scraps with 2 or 3 or 4, he fights with the tusks of a mighty boar. With rock-hard tips inside he slips, and he leaves his foes feeling sore. Give a roar, the mighty boar. Give a roar and scream his name. Grab the haft of your shaft, thrust it in and thrust it aft, and give a roar for the mighty boar. It's true he carries a great round shield. No, he's never been defeated. No, he doesn't yield. One day a Steiner lass said, I'll let you kick my ass, when she saw the weapon he wields. Give a roar, the mighty boar. Give a roar and scream his name. Oberon, grab the haft of your shaft, thrust it in and thrust it aft, and give a roar for the mighty boar. When he stands in front of a Jotun line, he says, show me yours and I'll show you mine. Then he hoists it in the air and he doesn't have a care, 'cause his is bigger every time. Give a roar, the mighty boar. Give a roar and scream his name. Oberon, grab the haft of your shaft, thrust it in and thrust it aft, and give a roar for the mighty boar. Well, I heard his spear once broke in half, shattered by a mage to whom he said that it would last. Thought for days in pain he would never walk again. Then the Mazarine gave his sailing ship a mast. Give a roar, the mighty boar. Give a roar and scream his name. Oberon, grab the haft of your shaft, thrust it in and thrust it aft, and give a roar for the mighty boar. Well, he waltzed around with his pole fixed new, and all that he could think of was to run the bugger through. They said after couple fights, Bron, your spear has got some might. He said, I know, and my cock's big too. Give a roar, the mighty boar. Give a roar and scream his name. Oberon, grab the haft of your shaft, thrust it in and thrust it aft, and give a roar for the mighty boar. Give a roar, the mighty boar. Give a roar and scream his name. Grab the haft of your shaft, thrust it in and thrust it aft, and give a roar for the mighty boar. The mighty boar. Have you heard of a man named Bron? Felt the strength of his arms so strong, when he thrusts his spear, foes scream in fear, 'cause they'd never seen a spear that long. Give a roar, the mighty boar. Give a roar and scream his name. Oberon, grab the haft of your shaft, thrust it in and thrust it aft, and give a roar for the mighty boar. When he scraps with 2 or 3 or 4, he fights with the tusks of a mighty boar. With rock-hard tips inside he slips, and he leaves his foes feeling sore. Give a roar, the mighty boar. Give a roar and scream his name. Grab the haft of your shaft, thrust it in and thrust it aft, and give a roar for the mighty boar. It's true he carries a great round shield. No, he's never been defeated. No, he doesn't yield. One day a Steiner lass said, I'll let you kick my ass, when she saw the weapon he wields. Give a roar, the mighty boar. Give a roar and scream his name. Oberon, grab the haft of your shaft, thrust it in and thrust it aft, and give a roar for the mighty boar. When he stands in front of a Jotun line, he says, show me yours and I'll show you mine. Then he hoists it in the air and he doesn't have a care, 'cause his is bigger every time. Give a roar.
Well, let's see what happens then. So if interwebs isn't too happy, then who knows?
That's sad. Who knows?
Who knows? Ryan, for Stupid Months. Hello, mate. How you doing?
Steve, have you turned us on?
Yeah.
Oh, we are here. I didn't see that because it was paused on my other screen. Whoops.
Excellent. We're doing well.
Hello.
Happy first stream of the year. Thank you, Panda.
Oh.
Yeah, first one of the year, 3 weeks off. Needed it. I've been ill for that long. It's been rubbish.
No.
But we're here. It's back. It's kind of working, I guess. And yeah, I'm definitely not panicking about getting some kit sorted for the weekend.
You'll be fine.
Oh, I'm going to turn up naked if needs be.
I mean, it's a ball, but you're a winter marker, so you can probably turn up in what you're Steiner.
No,
No?
God no.
You're still a filthy Calavasi.
Filthy Calavasi, yeah.
Oh, you could just stick some feathers over your crotch. You'll be fine.
Funnily enough, Mac, as a Calavasi, never wore feathers because he was very much about the fur and the beast side of being a Calavasi.
Yeah.
Cal, on the other hand, I do actually have.
Feathers.
Actually got feathers.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
So-
no, I think that's a good way to kind of have some distinction as well.
Yeah. So this time round with some kit.
Yeah. So what are you making for the ball? Is that what you're making?
Well, there's a hood.
This is a hood. Is this your cloak?
No, this is a jacket. This is a coat.
It's like a hood. Ooh, that's cool.
So I literally cut the sleeves off.
Yeah.
Because it's a little bit small for me. So that is.
Oh, is this literally like a hoodie that you've cut sleeves off?
It's a sleeveless long. So.
Genius.
So yeah, so that's like one side of it.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
I like it. Like a little like a feathery dinosaur spine.
So it's down one side, and then I'm
Oh, cool.
fur, leather.
Yeah, that's the thing with kind of winter markets. A little bit like Navarre and the Imperial Orcs in that way, that you can have lots of stuff just kind of falling off you, and the more stuff you've got, the better.
Yeah, pretty much.
You can never have more things just falling off you.
No. So Dawn's joining us from the M6 for as long as battery and signal allow. Excellent. No staples this time. I'm trying to be a grown up. The dress code is clothes. I didn't think I needed to say that. Thank you, Bolin.
I'm pretty sure feathers covering the crotch counts as clothes.
That's odd. I've turned that up full now, so.
He's very. There's a slightly quiet and a very quiet there, Steve.
Okay. Well, I've turned that up full.
Do you want me to check which one you are?
Well, it's probably because I've moved so far away from it all, so I'm normally sat a lot closer. And
also, I'm right next. If I move my microphone away, then maybe, because I've gone full like pro streamer, MLG pro streamer with my little boom microphone. No.
Yeah, I am contemplating getting something like that. So
yeah, I to be honest, I got this in the pandemic, because
I'm gonna sit like this.
Yeah, that would be fine. Absolutely.
Hello.
I feel like this is a weird ASMR video now.
Hello, everybody. How are we all doing tonight?
You need different tags. You need to warn people that that's what they're coming into if you do that.
Welcome to ASMR Shitty.
I'm getting the tingles, Steve.
Are you?
No.
Oh, dear.
Excellent. No, I got this because why did I get that? I got this because I was writing a lot of music, out of character music at that time. I was like, I want to record my own album. I've recorded more songs as Mercy now than I ever have of my out of character music. Though, funny story, all of my out of character songs that I wrote that year and have written since were all in a lovely little like moleskin notebook that I took to me with Empire because it had a couple of copies of my songs in and it was a good prop. I took that into a special conjunction of the Sentinel Gate into what was the oh God, sorry, someone's moving something somewhere. Into the Forest of Arden in the Summer Realm, and left it there. And I only realized several hours later they'd cleared the setup and it like nowhere to be found. So now Barion's reading through my out of character songs, wondering what some of some of the crazy things I used to write songs about are.
Wonderful. That's awesome. I don't know, you meet some folk need telling that. Yes, you do, Dawn. Great to see you back, Steve. I'm just going to let tonight having a big mental health dip after a long time. So, yeah. You look after yourself, Liam, okay? Don't bugger off. Hang around, listen, and hopefully we don't get Beth wanting to fight people. She said ASMR sets off my fight mechanism. So, but yeah, but hang about, Liam, alright? Hang about, mate. I hate this. That's tickled. Yeah. See, I have ASMR, so I listen to this sort of stuff every now and again. I listen to. I listen to a Buddhist monk. Yeah, who talks, and it's just him giving a lecture on Buddhism. And he's very soft spoken, and it takes me like, I don't know, 20 minutes, and I'm asleep.
Nice.
I'm just out, so chilled, and that. So, that's good. But my phone, my new phone that I got, doesn't have a headphone jack port in it.
Is it is that a new Pixel or something?
No, it's the new Samsung.
Oh, so everyone's going the way of Apple now. I've not had a headphone jack in years.
Yeah, so I've got wireless, but I fall asleep with them in, and who knows where the headphones will end up.
They disappear. Yeah.
What you do? Hope you're well. Yeah, good. Thank you. I hope you're good. Yeah. Oh God. Crazy. So how was your Christmas? Was it good?
I was still recovering from COVID, to be honest, for most of Christmas itself, but it was nice. It was kind of quiet, just with the family, and New Year's was kind of similar. I went to a dinner party because look, I sound very middle class. I'm not that middle class, but I know some quite middle class people. So I ended up going to a dinner party, which was lovely. I had a very nice lasagna, but I ate lots of food. I ate lots of cheese, and I'm going to continue to do so because I've realised having cheese and meats for lunch shouldn't just be kept for Christmas. Why keep it for Christmas when you could do it all year round? What about you? How was yours?
I was ill.
God!
I literally slept through Christmas pretty much. So I had this flu that was going around. So I was coughing a lot. Had a horrible fever. I was just really, really ill. So we left Helen's parents early to come home because of it. I just wasn't well, and then Helen caught it, and that Lily's escaped completely scot-free. So
children and their immune systems.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Funny enough, I mean, I caught it with because we went up to Bristol to see the Longest Johns.
Oh, cool.
So me, Helen, Dolly, Emily, Digby, Esme, Patrick, and Headband.
No.
You know
Headband.
Yeah, you know what I'm like for nicknames. Yeah. So when I first met her, she literally had a headband on, and I couldn't remember her name, so she became Headband.
Excellent.
So we were all there, and then it was literally the following day. Emily wasn't feeling great. Dolly wasn't feeling great. I wasn't feeling great, and we got home.
All it takes is one person.
Yeah. Well, we went off to the Yogs Towers.
Oh, right.
Because Digby has done an amazing job.
Yeah.
Raising like 30 odd grand for them.
Oh my God.
He did an insanely good job. So they invited Digby up to go and see Lewis and have a look around. So we all tagged along because it was bloody cold. So we all went up, sat down, and had coffee and chatted away to them. So
that's nice.
It was really, really not. I mean, Digby has done such an amazing job, and he has been such a blessing for me as a content creator because
is he partnered with them?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, he's partnered. He's part of the ZF clan, so Soviet Womble and all of that.
Oh, okay.
So he's successful in his own right, and
cool.
We went up there and Digby basically tolerated everyone else being there. He put up with us, as he's trying to have serious conversations with Lewis, and we were just taking the piss. And then it became. I remember one thing. He'll kill me for saying it, but there was a point where him and Lewis was stood there having a serious conversation about like collaborating with people and stuff like that. And I was stood there just watching, thinking, it's so obvious what they're saying. So they kept on going. I was just like, so Lewis, would you ever consider, collaborating with Digby and doing a video together? It was like the silence in that room was deafening at that point. But
lead contract negotiator Steve.
I mean, he's worked so hard. I mean, I was very much leading the way on Twitter as well, going, "Oh yeah, look at it! Look what he's doing for you lot," as well. So
it's all good, and it's all for charity at the end of the day.
Yeah, all for charity.
And actually, I didn't donate to them this year, but I did go charity shopping the other day. They normally, I do a charity donation every year, and I normally do it to the Jingle Jam, but I will just accept the lovely. Actually, I bought this shirt in a charity shop last week, so I'm going to accept that as my charity donation for the year.
He hasn't mentioned it at all, has he, Bolan? No, of course not. Never. Jesus. I haven't missed a Jingle Jam since being employed. Digby gets a new agent whether he wants to or not. Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I mean, I did the Jingle Jam this year, and that, but I mean, I think the better thing that's coming from it is we're doing George's Walk 2 this year.
Oh yeah, you're going up Snowdon, right?
I'm climbing Snowdon again, but I'm doing it with... So Digby said to his community that he's going to climb Snowdon in full World War II regalia.
Oh my god.
Carrying a Bren gun. So...
That's not light, Steve.
No. That's
a lot of cast iron.
That's like 20 kilograms, give or take. So that's the proper thing. So that will be passed around. We're going to have a support team. I'm going to do it in full LARP gear.
Nice.
As well. So I'm going to do a bit of support. So
feathers over your crotch and nothing else, right?
Pretty much, yes. It's just a delicate one feather located above each nipple, but stapled on, because I'm that sort of idiot.
Oh God!
Is this Robin or Oliver, or is it both of you? Who knows? But yes, so we're doing that. We're going to do it all for charity, because there's also going to be. It's Robin. Excellent. Good to see you. Or is it? We're going to have... so we're climbing Snowdon, and we're going to be getting a load of other people to do it with us. It's going to be all done for charity. We're... At the moment, the way it is... oh yeah, Patrick's coming with us as well. He's going to battle butler for us. So we're going to have a lot of support. The way that was left is I found a castle for everyone to stay in.
Oh crap!
So it's
there are plenty up there.
Yeah, it's 8 bedrooms, sleeps 16, has a hot tub and a barbecue area. So we'll be there.
An Airbnb.
Yeah, so we'll be there for. It's North Wales, Liam. North Wales. They're a place called Llanberis.
That's Llanberis for all of you. Sorry, it should be pointed out to the stream. I sound English. I'm Welsh.
I sound English. I don't know.
It's not too far from that famous train station. Llanfair Pwllgwyn. No, not Bangor. Llanfair Pwllgwyn gychwyd garwn dros Llantysilio Gogoch. Yeah, that's one word, Steve. Welsh.
So I'm beating Dave up at E1.
The thing is, he actually is.
Yeah. Oh dear. Oh, Llanberis is so nice. The bridge there is amazing. Yes, it really, really is. Yeah, Liam, have a check of it. Have a look at the area. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. Llanberis is absolutely stunning. Ask Reeved. Hello, how you doing?
That is one heck of a name.
It's absolutely there's a streamer on Twitch. I think there's another Ask Queef. something like that. But they got banned because of their name, so they just changed it around, and then it all went. It was just dumb.
God.
So, but yeah, so we're doing. I am the same Arsqueef. Excellent, wonderful stuff. Welcome to this chatting about LARP, kinda, with a bit of crafting involved.
If he gets the staple gun out.
Yeah, I'm not getting the stapler out for this one, don't worry. But yeah, so we've got the castle. It's going to be a hot tub stream, and we're going to video. So Dolly is going to be climbing with us and videoing, documenting the whole thing.
Nice. As
well, so that we can put that out, and we'll raise loads of money for the Teenage Cancer Trust. And
really important.
And that's so. There is a train.
Nice.
But last time I did it, the train was broken, so there was no train.
Sounds about right for public services in Wales.
So yeah, so there's plenty of stuff to go, but it's going to be good fun and
nice. Is that in August?
Yeah,
August,
July, August.
July, August. Yeah,
sort of time is when we're planning it, and then it will be
nice.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun to do, and. Yeah.
No, I've never done the Welsh Three Peaks. So I at home in Wales. My house is on the side of a mountain because most houses are in Wales. And I really quite like walking up the mountain, and kind of you can see all the way from Cardiff up the valley to towards Pontypool. Doxing myself there on the internet. I've always wanted to kind of do the Welsh Three Peaks, which is like Penyvan, Snowdon, and there's another random mass one in the middle of Powys. I don't know, but I suppose I've seen like shots and stuff, and some of the lakes around Snowdonia within the mountain range are absolutely stunning, and actually so stunning, in fact, that there's a lot of Welsh historical Welsh myth surrounding some of those lakes. I'm a little bit of a nerd.
Yeah, that's all good. I mean, I like all of that sort of thing. I mean, all I remember from climbing Snowdon was the road. How long is it roughly does it take to get to the summit? Anywhere. Well, it depends how fit you are. Some people could do it in a few hours. I think it took us 6 because they're all waiting for me. Because we got to, when you start off in the car park at the bottom, we were looking at it and thinking, oh, this is fine. There's the mountain there, and it'll just be a nice, gentle climb. No, we started on the road up to it, and then that was like that, and we got up to past the pub at the bottom, up to the little part that actually leads on to the mountain itself. And we got there, and I was fucked.
Yeah,
I was absolutely knackered. The downside was, I mean, I know I've told this story a million times, but
I might not have heard it, Steve.
We got there. Oh God, yeah, the super steep tarmac bit was horrific. We got to the bottom of the mountain, and I was there thinking, I can't do this. Do this. I'm not fit enough. I've not done enough for all this.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm just going to let you lot go, get up there, have great fun, take all the photos and stuff like that. I got a call from George's dad, basically saying George had passed away that night.
Oh, shit.
And there's me, so I'm like, wow, I've got to go.
Got to do this now, yeah.
So we did.
Damn.
We got up to the top and got a lovely photo, because there's some sheep at the top.
Naturally. There are sheep everywhere.
The sheep, they avoid the people up there. And we got up to the top, and I sat down completely knackered, and one of the sheep came wandering over, and there's a photo of me stroking said sheep, and everybody who has seen it has always everyone has always said to me, goes, that was George letting you know that he was there with you. And I was just like, no, don't need that. It's a cry my eyes out.
Don't say that. Don't say those words.
But yeah, I mean, we raised £1,800 as well.
Money.
So it was great.
That's really, really good.
Yeah, the whole thing
really good.
Phenomenal.
Oh.
So I want to do a bit more in this time, and sort of be nice to mix Digby's community, my community, do something like this, and.
Well, you know, as Digby and Lewis were beating around the bush, collaboration is important.
Mm.
And
Very
you know,
much so.
It's the kind of the wider you kind of grow this network of communities and things. It's really nice because I'm not the sort of person that knows where to look to find places to kind of get entertainment or like people to follow or communities, and by people collaborating with other people that are like-minded, I'm like, oh, there's some more people I can talk to, some other friends, and it kind of I'm sure I'm not the only person that's really grateful for all of the people that certainly, like you for example, other creators that I follow introduce their audiences to, because it broadens everyone's kind of horizons and gives people more things to enjoy and do and be a part of.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people involved in all these sorts of things, and so I think Helen's just sent me a photo.
Oh my God, that absolutely, that sheep's like head is like on your leg, Steve.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh my goodness.
It's
You also look like happy as all. It is like pure joy on your faces of a sheep coming to say hello.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Honestly,
That sheep looks so comfortable with you. Might be the Welsh heritage, who knows?
Well, sheep are so intuitive. Like, it's hilarious. I went for a walk up the mountain last week, and the sheep were grazing because there's a farm on the top. And the sheep were grazing right on the peak, and literally there's one spot that I really like to sit on. That's got a great view of the valley, and I sometimes like write songs and stuff up there. And there was a sheep stood in the spot, and I walk up. He looks at me, and he didn't give me a nod, but like there was a knowing look in the sheep's eyes, and he kind of like wandered off because he was sat on my spot, and I turned to him, I went, "Thank you," like he was a person that knew he was sat on my spot.
Yeah, I think I like to. I'll speak to all creatures.
Oh yeah,
like that. Cause,
talk to myself.
Steve's next character is a Calavasi sheep whisperer. Yeah. Can imagine Digby putting on his professional face on and it just never going there. Yeah, Digby has a professional face. I'm not allowed to point out how excited you got at that sheep. Yes, yeah. I mean, it was a day.
Yeah.
I was lucky because everyone I went up with was so fit.
Yeah.
And then I was there. And they took it in turns. Oh, get in there. They took
honestly.
they took it in turns to hang back with me.
But do you know what, Steve? It's so important when you're doing something as part of a team that the slowest person sets the pace.
Yeah.
So I did Tough Mudder last May. Because I was doing it because I thought, oh, I want to get fit this year, and having something as difficult as Tough Mudder in the way of me force me to get fit. I didn't go to the gym half as much as I should have to do that, but I was doing it as a team of 4 people, and we made the rule of the slowest person sets the pace, and we would do that thing of kind of like hanging back or whatever, and everyone I was with wasn't fast, and we were one of the last teams to finish, and it took us 6 hours. But the feeling of achievement you get when you all cross that finish line because you did it together, and the process of getting there was crazy. Although I will say, half of my team were rather annoyed at me because before crossing the finish line of a Tough Mudder, you've got to run through 10,000 volts of electricity. Yeah. Now, I'd spoken to the guy before it. I was like, how does it work? Whatever. Like, he said, it's the volts that jolts, it's the mils that kills. I was like, right. He said, and also it's on a 13-second timer. So if you time it right, it won't be live when you run through. So I just timed it right and I ran through without it being turned on. They didn't.
Brilliant. I love that. But yeah, I mean the whole thing about the team and stuff like. I mean, when we all did it, had. I mean, everybody went up and they all know who they are, and they're all wonderful, and they all kept me going.
Good.
So there were bits where I was just like, I can't. It's like I'm really struggling now, and I'm
Yeah.
just so tired.
Yeah.
And so they were like, we're going to walk on to this next point and we'll sort of stop and wait for you there.
Nice.
And then, so they were doing that, and every now and again, they'd walk back down to me, and they'd just start chatting, and then we were going back and forth. So, you had Claire, Tiana. Her partner as well, famous author. Who's been published. Yeah, he's so funny, Dave. And then so we had Matt.
You need funny people on a walk like that.
Yeah, they were really good. Then you had we had Matt Gibby Gibson, who had never met before. None of us had ever met before or spoken to. He just said he basically just said, I'll come with you.
Oh.
And we were like, okay. And I thought, this is gonna be great, or this is gonna be weird. And we were all in an Airbnb together, and he was great.
Oh,
and,
good. That's good.
And he was absolutely fantastic. He's in Wintermark. He went off and did his own group and stuff and like that. He's fantastic. Awesome. So he climbed with us as well. I told him off at the top.
Rightly so.
Because he went and stood right on the edge and was looking down. It was quite windy. And I was just sort of like, look, mate, I say, I'm quite tired. I say, the anxiety's kicking in now, so you have to stop doing that.
I'm not waiting for a helicopter for you.
Yeah, so he did. So there was a lot of stuff like that, but he was really good. And then James was there as well, and he was there with me a lot. He did so much chatting and support and stuff. And then Joe was there as well, and he taught me through a lot of it, and we were all anticipating getting drunk that evening, but no, we all got back to the Airbnb and we were all asleep. We were all just done.
You're so tired, you need the sleep and you need food. You don't need alcohol.
No, I needed alcohol. I needed it so badly. We stayed up for a couple of hours and had a few beers and that, but that was it. We were done. And then Claire and Dave dropped me off at home because they live about half an hour away from me.
That's nice.
And so they drove back and I passed out in the car. And I literally slept most of the journey home.
Yeah.
Wonderful. It was wonderful. Yeah, we're looking at doing that.
That's good.
So Holly is in chat. Holy shit, hi Mercy. It's my bard boy.
Hello. C'est moi. It's me. Hello, it's me, the boy. No, it's just Dave, it's not Mercy. I'm not nearly in as chaotic enough of a mood to actually be Mercy right now.
Yeah, I know that feeling. It's I've been doing a lot of thinking about LARP and Empire and stuff like that. And I had my traditional beginning of the year wobble of like, can I be bothered to do any of this?
Yeah.
And it's like I'm not getting any younger and stuff. So there was me thinking, I'll do this year and then probably call it, and then that'll be it. So Hefty will cease to exist. There'll be no more LARP.
He gives it a couple of days. He's like, oh, actually.
And now I'm thinking about it again. It's sort of like you've been going through all the stuff with Helen today. It's just sort of like, I know I'll miss it. And Helen came out in all of her kit because she was like, "Is this smart enough? Is this smart enough for a Calavese?" Just like, yeah, you look amazing. You look so good. She looks so good. I hate her for it. She looks phenomenal in her kit, and then I turn up and I look like a fat tub of lard that's been poured into a bit of fabric, basically.
Oh, Steve, I think the only time I actually met Cal, you were wearing it was quite a warm event. Possibly was it warmer in September? I don't know. You were literally just wearing a shirt.
Yeah,
that was it. Well, you were wearing trousers, but trousers and a shirt, and not much else.
Yeah, not much else. Stevie Magnificent Bastard, I really want you to join me in some of the smaller systems. I want to do smaller systems, and I want to do filming at them as well to try to promote them all.
Have you got any thoughts about what you might want to do with smaller systems?
There is one actually. I saw it. Got literally. I was reading up on it about 2 minutes before I jumped into chat with you. It got,
go on.
It's called Gothic.
Okay, I think I've heard of this.
It's in Denmark.
Oh, okay,
It's
that's
in
fine.
Denmark. It's a proper Nordic LARP system. So you get your characters, and you're going through. They haven't announced anything about it, but they've got this old, massive Gothic mansion for it, and it looks phenomenal. It's Avalon LARP.
Okay.
And it looks fan-fucking-tastic. It really looks so good.
Those proper like experience pieces rather than bigger persistent world sort of thing.
Yeah. Can relate to the wobble. Been thinking about LARP and if I want to go back. Coupled with my BPD, thinking everyone hates me. Great time. Liam, this is meant in the best possible way. You will be missed. We love you. We want you with us. Stop being a twat.
There we go.
I know for a fact I will miss you. Who else am I going to help and sort out a tent for? His tent flooded when we had that horrific downpour. Oh. But I tell you what, that was also in a really nicest possible way as well. Liam brought so many people together because his tent gets so badly fucked up. He suddenly had loads of people running all over the place to try to get bits sorted for him, to clean his stuff up and do everything. It was great. It was great. You don't see it too often. well, you see it, but it was wonderful.
And do you know what? I think that's one of the great things about our community, because everyone is there with the shared goal of everyone having a good time. Everyone is very kind of socially minded in that they know that if it was them in that crap position, they would want other people to be helping them, and as a consequence, everyone just kind of like goes like that. It helps that I think LARP also attracts like certain kinds of people as well, which is good. But yeah, really
assholes. The lot of us.
No, Steve, that's just you and me.
Well, yeah, I don't want to say anything too harsh, but
that's why we're beating each other up. It's the who's the biggest asshole.
Who's the biggest asshole? Well, I'm pretty sure I'm well up there.
Yeah, well, you are gonna beat me. It's not a question. I mean, it is just me being pummeled in some public space.
Boho said the beatings will continue until morale improves.
Excellent.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
But no, to be honest, Steve, I've weirdly had the opposite of a wobble in the last couple of days. I've had the Keen start rebuilding.
Really?
I think you said so. Robin says you said Robin was in chat. I've been listening to their podcast. I actually listened to their interview with you, Steve.
Never mind.
about icy drugs, obviously. And I listened to their one with Kyle as well, which was hilarious.
Yeah, it was a good one.
And I just started getting this sense of I really can't wait to be in a field and talking about random stuff happening in a world that doesn't really exist again. So the Keen really started building, so much so that this was on New Year's Eve. Really, it started building. And then I was going to this posh dinner I was going to had a costume theme. It was tube station themed, and I got a picture of the costume. I think maybe, but we had to go as London tube stations.
Oh yeah,
I think I shared it to the thing. I went through everything, and I was like, I'll go as Knightsbridge. I'll just pop a circuit. I'll pop a circuit on and put a bridge on a circuit. It'll be fine. I kid you not. In 2 hours, I ran to Primark, came back, cut out the paths that this little bridge onto this thing. I was like, sorry, I'm late. I've been making my costume. But people are there just dressed in normal clothes that are somewhat themed. And my friend was just like, Dave, what the hell have you done? I'm like, hello. That's how keen I was. I was so keen to make something vaguely LARPy.
That's what you've got to be though. I think it's. Oh, Liam said, for fuck's sake, I'm still worried it's got mold in it. Thankfully though, Liam, your tent is an OOC tent. So you can literally set that up in a garden, check it, get some hot soapy water and clean it, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
and then
on.
that'll be it. Robin says that was a fun one. Yeah, the Kyle one was good. I've got Kyle coming back on. We're doing another. Well,
Is he getting a bottle of wine down him again?
well, two at least.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah, we're gonna get another couple of bottles of wine down us and just chat shit. Really, I think we're planning on getting Ryan Choco Moco Latte.
Choco Moco Latte.
Choco Moco Latte. Getting Ryan on as well because he's a very funny drunk. So, who are you going to the Reaper's Ball with? I am going with my wonderful wife. I can say wife now.
Such a great word to be able to say.
I know. The complete tangent. The best present I got for Christmas was an Alexa, but it was like the photo frame one.
Oh, cool.
So I've uploaded all of the wedding photos to it.
Nice.
So it's literally right there next to my monitor. And I just have to look over and it's just, I mean, at the moment it's showing a picture of me and Helen stood in an archway on our wedding day. It's just like...
Oh, it's the happiest day of your life. Yeah.
Definitely up there.
Yeah.
Definitely up there. So, so going with them and then it's the new hall for...
Ooh.
I can't remember what the name of the hall is now. Oh, the Tillianson Ploughshare. There we go. That's the one.
Oh, they've split, have they?
So so we've split from Hurst Hall. All very amicable. There was no bad feeling behind it whatsoever.
Is Smith still in
Hurst Hall?
Hurst Hall. Cool.
Yeah.
I just so I know where to look.
We'll be right next to each other. That's
cool. I'm just thinking about where to go to my most what's the prosperous benefactors.
Yeah.
Rocks up high, and my entire house has lost its treasury. Can you commission me a song for 10 thrones, please? Yeah, sure. Here's half the money up front, just out of my pocket pouch. Thank you. Thanks, Bron.
Yeah,
bye.
he's good, but he doesn't have all the money anymore.
No,
he owes so much.
Oh God,
money. Bless him. Bless his cottons.
Well, he said that you guys have been robbed a bit as well.
Not the hall. Me.
Oh, just you. Oh, you.
I lost over 100 thrones worth of stuff.
What the hell? Was that drugs? I see drugs.
A lot. Yeah, I see drugs. They also stole my OC cancer medication.
Well, that's just shitty.
I know.
Who needs that? What are they going to do? Sell it on the black market?
Well, it's just really strong painkillers. So, who knows?
Oh God,
who knows? But that's all. It's all been dealt with. It's all good. Yeah, it's all fine. But yeah, so loads of stuff. Bolam has asked, so crafting. So I am actually.
Oh yeah, do it.
I am actually doing it. I am actually doing it. So I'm attempting to put a bit of fur on so it covers the top of.
I can see all my lights in the way.
Yeah, my light.
Yeah,
it's
blinding me. Doesn't help the backlight on my MacBook is broken.
So yeah, I'm attempting to do that. So basically, what will happen is I'll put it on loosely. Stab myself in the chest with a fucking needle.
I mean, if you don't do that, I mean, when I was sewing this thing on Saturday, I literally put a pin right through my finger.
Yeah, it's just not cricket. But
no,
I haven't. I've twice.
Again.
Let's move that. So yeah, so I'm actually attaching the fur over a bit of it, so it gives it like a little bit of a cowl.
I mean, that you're hand stitching it, Steve. That's impressive because I
barely
don't do it.
I do a little bit. It's on there loosely, and then Helen tidies it up for me.
I've got it's up there. I'm not getting it down. It's in my icy kit's really high up, and I can't reach without a ladder. But this coat I made for History and Virtue last year. It's the sleeves. It's completely lined, and the sleeves are supposed to be hand finished. And I spent so long on this pattern, and it was kind of becoming the bane of my life. And I was the material I was using was basically, so the lining material was basically foil, like not tin foil, but it had the same kind of consistency with felt glued on top of it. It looks gorgeous, but it was really difficult to kind of work with, and like pins didn't go into it and stuff. Got to a point, I just looked at these sleeves and I went, you know what? No one's going to see the inside of my coat. I'm just not going to finish them. So actually, this coat has just got massive holes because I couldn't be asked to hand stitch it all the way around. I just bodged it with my machine. So it's admirable that you're actually using your hands in this process, not some machine.
Well, I don't think it's admirable. I think it's more shock than anything, to be honest, because...
Hey, you're learning a new skill, right?
Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that one. It's certainly something. Sounds stupid, but I didn't think you could get rid of mould in a tent. Thought you just had to replace it. That's good. No, with the one that you've got, mate, you can literally just get hot soapy water, spray bleach and stuff like that, give it a clean, and then and then get some
canvas
waterproof
ones.
spray.
Canvas ones, on the other hand, I would imagine, because canvas is a biological material.
It's the same.
Is it the same?
Yeah.
Cool.
Just give it a good clean. There are companies out there that do cleaning things for for them, but they are a big waste of money.
Pricey.
Because you can just do it yourself.
Yeah.
So I'd recommend, just get the tent set up and go hot, soapy, bleachy water. Give it a good scrub, and then when it's dry, set it down and re-waterproof it, and you'll be fine. They'll probably chat are all probably disagreeing with me at the moment, but
I think you're actually okay. I'm monitoring chat as well ever since, just because I like to read things.
So massively bummed out about the Reaper's Ball. Wanted to go there, but was just no possible way. I was getting down there with the trains in their state they're in, let alone finding a hotel. Yeah, I think a lot of the hotels are gone now. Tiny, I think he left getting his hotel to the very last minute. So who knows? Bolan will have to fill us in on that one. Who knows what Will's found?
Is that little Lorenzo tiny?
Yeah.
Cool.
So, hello, fellow gentlemen. It's Baby Yoda. Inga was so cool about it, but Beth was like 10 thrones. Yeah, 10 thrones. This is just...
Look,
yeah.
I cottoned on to something, and that's that people don't know the value of IC coin versus OC things. They do when it comes to like beer, but something as ephemeral as like, oh, I'm gonna write a song about you in whatever way you want me to. Someone's like, oh, just take my money.
Yeah, that was...
I have since spent some of that money on untoward things. I did buy some IC. I did some IC drugs, Steve, at a player event. Although, unfortunately, so I can't remember. I was trying to a certain vendor was trying to sell me. So he was like, I've got this drug. Hang on, let me find through. Flick through his box. He was like, actually, I don't have any with me, so I'll sell you this for half the price because it's not what you wanted. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. But it was Kraken Zinc.
Right. Yeah.
And you know the status effect for Kraken Zinc is basically Mercy's personality.
Yes.
It's like you don't give a shit. You will say what you think to people and not care about the consequences. I went, great, bye.
Yeah.
I just paid someone a throne to be myself.
I've got so many drugs coming to me at E1. IC drugs coming to me at E1. Literally hundreds coming to me at E1.
Is that from PD?
Yeah.
Nice.
So, I'm now the biggest drug dealer in the Empire. IC drugs.
We love that.
So, yeah.
We need to get you like a big chain or something, and get your hall to start talking in Italian New Yorker accents.
Do you know, funny enough, we had a hall chat about a week before Christmas.
Yeah.
And we were sat down and we're saying, this is what's going on, this is what everyone's doing. We've realised we're just our hall is the mafia. That's literally what we've made.
Yeah. I mean, Tillian walked into my tent, my group's tent once. He was doing a deal, selling something to someone, and he walked in, and I was like, "That's a bloody mob boss." The way he walked in, because he had this massive fur coat on,
Yeah.
and just kind of like sits down. He's like, "Right, what can you do for me?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm scared."
Yeah, that's literally. I mean, we walked into one of the big houses in
The
Dawn.
Rondels.
Yeah, they were at a wedding or something like that.
Oh no, the Orzel tent.
The Orzel tent. They're having a wedding, and we literally walked in, and they were like, "So what are you gonna give us?" Like, well, here's like 200 liao that you need for the battle tomorrow, and what we'll do is you've got until it's either E1 or E4 to pay us back what it's worth. So, and they're just like, yeah, we can sort that for you. And we're like, we've got witnessed and everything. And it was literally a case of, you'll pay us back, or you realise that Cal here will just kill everyone in your hall. He'll just start working his way around.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
It's so cool though to have that kind of, I wouldn't call it a villain dynamic, but it kind of is. Some of the kind of players and characters that I've come across that have made the longest lasting impact on me so far have been those villain characters, because everyone is kind of like, there's myth around villain characters, right? You hear about them and everyone knows about them, and a lot of the times people are like, "Oh, don't talk to them," or like, "Don't get too involved with them, watch your back because they'll probably have a knife in it." And it's just really cool because it adds that, it's that player driven threat that isn't there necessarily in a "we're gonna shank you by the toilets" kind of way.
No.
But is very much, but in an actually more realistic threat sort of thing.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I think. I mean, they're not so much villains. It's people who have stuff and know how to get stuff for people, and it's just the way that they carry. Yeah. They carry themselves. I mean, it's like Tillian. It's the fun. This is what I love when it comes to the Tilliansons. So me and Chris. I mean, Chris has got the reputation of being the hardline businessman, and I've got the reputation of being a psychopath. And both are great. The funny thing is that I can't
together they're terrifying.
I can't tell you about our characters because you have to find this out in the field. But the way that we've done it. Yeah, I mean, I've taken a lot from Chris, and I've started trading now, and I've taken a lot from him with that, and it's been so much fun to do because the reputation now that I've already built after playing Cal for 2 events, has been absolutely phenomenal. The growth has been great, and I'm really enjoying how it's all playing out. So especially with the was it Orzel and all of that because they're just sort of like, okay, well,
their nobles will definitely have been like, yeah, we can sort the money, that's fine, even if they don't necessarily have the money. They'll say that they've got the money. Nobles.
I mean, I turned round to Chris. This is purely out of character. And he said, if they don't pay, what are you gonna do? And I was like, well, that's the big guy Orzel in charge of everything, yeah. And he's just like, yeah. And I said, he'll be on his own at some point. I'll just kill him. And it was like, but they'll blackgate it, and it's sort of like, who are they going to find? Some nondescript winter marker. I'll be wearing a mask.
Who from behind the mask called himself Wulfric. I am Wulfric von Wulfric's son.
So,
father to a dead child.
So, oh my God.
Husband to a murdered wife.
Oh, can you imagine? Can you imagine any of that? Oh, I don't want to. But it's excited to hear stories about your new hall. Well, Beef, you will. The more that we get up to stuff with the union, with the drugs, icy drugs, and all of this sort of stuff, there will be plenty of stories, I'm sure, coming. Tell me you're not using a stapler. No, Robin, I'm not. You are be grateful to know. Fuck. I have just stabbed myself for the third time though.
Blood will just make it look more realistic.
Yeah. Well, it's. Oh, I have actually stabbed myself properly. Oh, I've done well. But yeah, so it's you can't deceive us, Steve. We didn't hear any staplers going off. You weren't crafting. Pete, you would be 100% right normally. I can't get the fucking pin out. The needle out now. This is real fur, so it's.
Oh god, that's really
ethically.
thick. That's a big needle. Is that like a wall needle?
I don't know.
It's just very thick.
I'm just using brute force.
What he's got.
But
yeah, raw manpower to.
I'm literally just pushing it through. I've probably fucked the needle, to be honest.
If you're having to push it with quite a lot of force, you possibly have got a blunted needle. But you know, whatever floats your goat.
Well, yeah. You can't. There's nothing a good staple gun can't fix. That's what my doctor always says. I know, right, Al? Yes. Got to go, Steve. All the best. Glad to see you're feeling better. No worries, Andy. I know. Good to see you, mate.
I know they do actually use staples in, so like if they've had to make an incision during surgery, they can use like medical staples to kind of hold your flesh back together.
Yeah.
So maybe in fact that is what the doctor always says if they're having a lot of surgery. Anyway.
There we go.
Oh no. What is that? What you're kind of like most excited about then for this year is kind of expanding your empire, as it were. Your personal empire.
I want to die in character.
Ooh.
That's the thing that I'm looking forward to doing, is killing Cal. Because I'm going to kill him off in a proper way. Because whereas the refs...
Not in a crap way.
Whereas the refs took away Mac's death for me.
Yeah.
I want to give Cal a proper send-off. But I'm going to put certain things in place, have everything done, and then someone will just go, so where's Cal? I'll be like, I did this really dumb thing and I'm dead. And then I'll be turning up either in Varushka or, well, if we want to get a mass exodus from the league, I'll go there. So, Mrs. Reeb, thank you for joining.
Oh, that's cool. I guess because you've been, how long have you been in Wintermark now? It's
6 years. 6 years.
Okay. Yeah.
So
long enough.
Yeah, a bit bored of it now.
Yeah.
I mean, there are really good people. I love everybody there. And that. Yeah. But
I mean, it is huge as well.
Step.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I think, like, I know quite a few people that have played the game for quite a while that are changing up what they do. And I think it's quite useful because there's such a new player base now, and from what I've heard, Empire post-COVID and Empire pre-COVID are very different beasts.
Oh yeah.
And in a way that it's almost like playing in a new game. And really, you might want to play in a new game with a new character as well. So that's a cool thing to want to do, is to set up your own death. And I think, you know, if Mercy were to ever one day be killed, if it wasn't dramatic and somewhat semi-pre-planned, I would be very upset. So I can completely sympathise with what you're saying. What happened to?
It's either that or I might go plot team. I might bugger off to plot and play an NPC and just say, right, just give me all the people you want to be loud and angry, and I'll go and shout.
Give me all the ones you can't give to Andy Raff.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I'll be known as the Fist of Andy. So they'll just send me off, and I'll just batter people left, right, and centre for you. So, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I'm looking forward to doing, and the new hall is going to be good fun.
Yeah.
I just think there's a lot of change. I mean, funnily enough, in the chat I did with Robin and Oliver, it came up about like the game has changed.
Yeah.
And it's like, where I started, the game has changed massively. But it's not the first time it's happened. It's happened so often. Yeah. Because there was a point where PD realised that combat was easy, because I think I told the story in that chat of
you wailed on it
where I walked through like 17 people, and it was just sort of like, you can't do that as one character anymore. You can't fight 17 people on your own and win.
Yeah.
At the beginning,
the system doesn't work that way.
No, not anymore. Not anymore.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing. That's a really good thing.
Honestly, because I do a lot of running in battles. So I do like running orders and stuff.
Yeah.
As a consequence, I have also wound up like, as I've gained trust of various battlefield commanders, I've taken on my own special missions and stuff. But some of what I do is I'll observe kind of our battle lines and what needs reinforcement and so on, and I will give advice to generals that can't, battlefield commanders that can't see that stuff. And I've like fully witnessed at the last event where Dawn got a thorough beating.
Which events that? Most of them.
That was at E4. I think like 39 people died from Dawn alone, which is massive. But I witnessed this the game being so tough that our lines were basically in a deadlock and they weren't going anywhere. And the only thing that I could think to say to anyone was, well, what we need to do is we need to retreat slightly so that we can at least concentrate our force in one area and break through. And you have to be much more tactical about the decisions you're making. You can't just play a hero anymore. In a sense of, you're one person among a dozen grunts.
Yeah.
Actually, you're a dozen heroes. It's just that hard to fight.
Yeah, it's so difficult now to get involved with all of those stupid things. So like all my stories of I did all this behind enemy lines and stuff.
Can't really do it anymore.
You can.
Yeah.
But if you're running into that on 16, 17, 18 hits, you'll come back through the enemy lines on 2, 3, 4 hits. Combat's become so much more difficult to do. Yeah. It really is. I mean, if I can do it looking like I do, then you're lucky. Or I mean, I'm not a great fighter. I'm not great, but I'm very aggressive when I go to fight.
And that's enough sometimes.
And that is enough sometimes. People don't like it when you're aggressive.
No.
I mean, you can think, I'm going to have this fight, I'm going to be really aggressive. But the problem is if you're fighting against... I have been fighting against a monster who thought, I'm really aggressive. But their aggression is being met with more aggression. And they don't know how to respond to it. So
because funnily enough, we are still lizards at the end of the day. We do still have a lizard brain, and if scary thing in front of us, we will go rabbit in headlights.
Yeah. I mean, I've never really done that.
I mean, you also were in the military for a while, so
I meet aggression with aggression, and so I'm all right with it. But
I'm very much so on the flight side of fight or flight. But that's helpful that I'm a runner, but I also sometimes do scouting, which is hilarious considering I have bright red plate mail.
Yeah. Well, my plate mail's getting a makeover.
Ooh.
So Ryan is incredibly talented. So Chocomoco Latte.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen their work.
Ryan is insanely talented at all he does when it comes to crafting, and I am insanely jealous of him. He's collecting all of my plate mail from me at the Reaper's Ball. And he's going to be doing designs and paintwork all over it. So I
think painted armor is really in at the moment.
Yeah, I trust Ryan implicitly, so I know it's going to look amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing what it's going to be like, because I'm also going to do some design posters. So in our Hall 10, we're going to have all this artwork done, but it's going to be like of stories from people in the hall. So it's going to be like cave painting style.
I love that.
But I can't think the name of the style. Someone sent me the name of the style. Someone will have to tell me. I'm getting loads of messages popping up on Discord and stuff like that. So people are obviously trying to tell me stuff. Oh no, it's the sheepy. Oh yeah, that's cool. Okay, that's fine. Nothing. But yeah, there's an art style, an old Nordic
Okay, cool.
art style. So it's like stick figures, but it's more round.
Oh yeah, no, I think I know the style you mean. Yeah.
So I'm gonna start doing stuff like that, of things, just to show off. This is what our hall's done, and I want stuff like that because it's very unique. It's gonna look really, really good.
It feels very winter marky too.
Yeah, I've literally just done one bit of fur over the top of the feathers. Now done really, really badly.
Yeah, but you've done that.
I've now got the rest of it to go over my other shoulders.
But the feeling of when you put that on, looking in the mirror, and you're like, yeah, but I did this.
Oh no, I'm going to put it on and I'll hate it, because all of my kit at the moment, because I've spent so long wearing Mac stuff, I've got all the new kit and it's like, I hate this.
Because it doesn't feel
I will say though, with Mac, I had all the face paint on. I looked at everything that he had, and I was just sort of like, I'm going to miss doing that. So as Cal, no face paint. Now I've taken Cal back to being a Calavesi, because that's where the character fits.
Yeah.
I tried something today, first bit of face paint for Cal, and I put it on, and it's like, I fucking love this.
Love that. Nice.
It's so nice. It really stands out. And of course, you got Nick in the Crimson Reapers, who plays Nico, the Battle Butler.
Cool.
That's Mac's brother-in-law.
Oh,
so okay. Cal's brother-in-law. Fuck's sake. Yeah, Cal's brother-in-law. So, it's so I've got that. So he made me a League mask for Cal. Have you seen the pig?
The pig? It's a pig mask.
It's a pig mask, but it's not it's not just a pig mask either.
I've not seen this.
You
got
it? I don't know, Helen. If you're still watching,
can you send me a?
Can you? No. Can you? She's only in the. It's only in the next room. Can you bring it in for me, hon? But it was a wolf mask, and he basically latexed the shit out of it. And he's got proper, like, it's got pig ears and everything. It's got the snout and everything.
Oh my god!
It's people. A lot of people. I have to, before I show it, if Helen does bring it in. If I show it on, if I show it on stream. No. Put it down. Thank you, hon. Thank you, wifey. Waifu for lifeu.
Oh, no.
So,
I didn't realise it was that kind of Twitch stream.
So people who, if you don't like masks, if you have a fear of masks or anything like that, look away now. Okay, because I know there are people who don't like masks, and that. So, are you ready for this?
No, Steve. I'm looking. Oh my god, that's incredible.
Yeah,
that looks like a professional theatre mask. That's insane.
It is incredible.
That's a really lovely present.
Yeah, I absolutely love it.
I mean, it's disgusting. So calling it a lovely present is strange, but it's disgusting.
The mask's
in a really
gone now,
cool
chat.
way.
You can watch again, but
That's cool.
It's really good. So. I tried it. I put like my coat on and that today, and I had the mask on, and it was like I put the hood over the mask, and I've got these two funny little pointy bits now.
Nice.
It's like, I can't wear it like that. So I have the mask on, and I have the hood. The hood comes up. I sort of pull the hood up just behind it.
Yeah.
So it's like my face is complete. My head is mostly covered now with black fabric, and all you can see is the mask. It's great.
I get that problem with flower crowns, because obviously I almost permanently am wearing a flower crown in play. Yeah. So when I've got to put my hood up, it kind of like it's never up fully. So I'm quite thankful it's not properly rained yet while I've been icy. Oh, that's a very Hawaiian flower crown you've got there, Steve.
This was given to
Matt. Your stag?
Mac was given it when he left Navarre by
cute.
By Nim, who's now a fuck, what is she? I can't think of the word. Magistrate. She's now a magistrate.
Cool.
And that was her little gift, and I actually wore it into battle when she gave it to me as well.
Nice.
So there's a photo of me in battle wearing that. It's mental. So
I wish I had my flower crown with me to show you, but half my kit's spread halfway across the country, so I can't. Which is a pity. But to be honest, I may well get. Well, no, it's not happening this year. It might happen next year. My test of metal basically is to become a changeling, and I'm going to need to completely redo parts of my kit when I become a changeling to accommodate antlers. But my test of metal is so hard that when I emailed Matt P to be like, can I just clarify mechanically this is possible, and it doesn't like break the game. And he was like, yeah, he said, first of all, it's possible, but this may well be the hardest test of metal I've ever seen, but it's also really, really epic. This is going to take you a long time. Good luck. I'm not going to be a changeling for a long time.
You might be.
I can't use anything. There is literally one way of... So it's very specific. I have to get Maraud to make me a changeling by writing him a song with to convince me to become a changeling with a feather that has been gifted with a feather from Hayek, who's currently very much so not very happy with the Empire. So while you could give me all the potions / icy drugs you want, it would actually break the clause. Oh, actually no, only Twilight Masquerade. But it would basically break my test of metal, and my Earl would be very pissed off with me.
That is a potion from Hayek.
That's from Hayek.
I'm pretty sure that's who it was.
Honestly, any tiny little fragment of information I can get about anyone that knows anything about Hayek at the moment, I'm like latching onto because he's now so distant from the Empire. It's making the first part of my test harder and harder and harder to do, and it's starting to just piss me off a bit. People are constantly doing things to piss him off. I'm like, please stop, help.
I'm pretty sure that's from Hayek. They'll have to, whoever's in chat who knows about it, Ryan will know, because I'm pretty sure it was Hayek. That name sounds very, very familiar. He's wrangled a room at the venue. Oh, right, okay, he's wrangled a room at the venue. Oh, okay, I'm finally cheeky. Catching up with that bit. So that's tiny.
Just outside of Bristol, right? Isn't it the event?
No, it's about 45 minutes, hour away from Bristol.
Oh, okay.
Am I the Don? No, you're not the Don. Oh yeah, you are the Don. Helen is the Don of the Hall.
The Don
of our mafia. She is the Don. Helen is the Jarl of the Tillianson Plowshare.
Nice.
So she's she's the Thane. That's it. Are we the baddies? Yes, we are. Being slightly afraid of a character is so fun. The Day of the Orzells, where you all went in on this. The Day of the Orzells. Yes, we did, Pete. That's exactly it. I'm trying to catch up with chat at the moment.
You really are. No, that's fine. I remember seeing that flash up. That was ages ago. So I'm just kind of.
Imagine walking past at the right time. Cows at you. Cow had to put his weapons down to not finish the job. No. What's Twitch's policy on blood? You're not allowed to show it. But if it's an accident, like me stabbing myself 4 times with a needle, it's fine. Got to head off work. We'll catch the rest instead of doing work tomorrow. Have a good one, Stephen Dave. Thank you, Ryan. Oh, you're not going to be able to tell us now. So excited. Miss Re-subscribed for 4 months. Thank you so much. Finally caught up with that. You want a proper death? You planning on getting involved in March of Business? Yeah, the marches. I mean, I sang back when they were doing rough music on me. It was like getting involved in your own rough music. That's wonderful. To be honest, at this point, Adrian has turned into a completely different character when I started playing him. The Fist of Anvil is actually such a good alias.
It's a really good name.
That's the monsters started to feel.
Bit of testimony with Anvil's fist on it.
E4's battle was brutal for Dawn. Really, yeah, I heard that. Whatever happened to the Marika's spear banner?
What's that?
It's this.
Oh, that's cool.
So this was Mac's unit. That he had, and literally the generals would just say, "Yeah, do this, please," and they wouldn't tell me what to do.
Nice.
So I had the field commander come up to me once and say, "You need to go off and do this, this, and this."
Yeah.
And I was just sort of like, "No, but we're going to do that." And he was just like, "No, you are." It was I can't remember his name. Bald
That's
guy,
hilarious.
the guy who's committed all the war crimes. Can't think of his name.
No idea.
Annoying as fuck in character. But he came up and was just like, "You've got to do this." I was like, "No." And he was just sort of like, "You're going to go and do this. You hold that line there, you form a war." So it's like, no. It's like, no, there's a general over there. I'm going to go and make sure he doesn't survive the battle. And he's just like, no one can do that. It's like, they're doing this, my unit are doing that, and stuff like that. And I remember finding him after the battle with that general's flag.
Yeah.
Just to say, this is what you are after. This is what I've got. Never tell me what to do again.
Steve is the Empire's SAS.
I wish I was that fit. But yeah.
Did you watch the BBC's TV show, the Rogue Heroes?
No, it's
SAS Rogue Heroes.
It's just from what I've heard about it from people in the forces.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll just make me angry. Apparently,
that might make you angry then. Actually, yeah.
Yeah. So,
as a piece of television, very, very good television.
Yeah.
Very well made.
Very bad
Great
history.
editing. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. A lot of license with it all.
Fabrication.
So,
yes. I would
but
imagine
yeah,
so.
go and find Dolly in the league.
Dolly.
In the Crimson Reapers, and ask him about Band of Brothers. It has the same effect on him. So.
Oh God.
Oh dear. Please wear the mask when you two fight.
I'll put my league mask on if you put yours on.
Yeah.
Mine's a full face mask.
Mine will probably mean that I will kill you.
Mine means I can't see. Oh, it's got a ribbon on it.
No, there's no ribbon on it. It's just that masks in the league have meaning.
Oh, they do have meaning.
And my mask, the meaning behind it is that I will only really put it on when I'm going to kill someone.
I can't tell you what the meaning behind my mask is. It's a secret.
Well,
there are things about my character that no one knows.
Okay.
One person knows.
Right, I'll just beat up Inga, and I'll find out.
It's not Inga. Inga doesn't know. Inga doesn't know shit. Look, Inga's just one of Mercy's fans, Steve.
No, this is true. This is very, very true. Yeah, she's caused so many problems.
That's why you're beating me up.
I know. Oh dear, Abby, how you doing? I finally caught up to see Abby in chat.
Abby is there. Lol. Just lol.
Just lol.
But it is a different
not
nim.
Souls. Yeah. It's a different nim. You'll give so many people nightmares if you walk around Anvil at night. I have walked around wearing that mask at night. I have had it on, and I walked into a pub. And the people in there, when I saw it, because it was low light, and all they saw was that head come through, they were just like, "Please take that off."
Yeah.
And that's.
I mean, to be honest, like if I had a weapon at that point, I'd probably draw it because I'm like, it's some sort of herald. There's no.
Ooh. Dunk a feather in that potion. And Dave, we should talk icy. Not sure if it's possible, but I was gifted a feather from Hayek in helping in the summer challenge.
I also did the summer challenge, so interesting that you got that. Yeah. Find me.
Might know a few things about our birdie bud. Hi, future Steve. Thank you. Word, Steve. Word. Thank you, Panda. If anyone's still looking for accommodation for the weekend, the Wincanton Travel Lodge is the closest site. Give me a shout if anyone needs help. The Travel Lodge
swiftly followed by the Travel Lodge is fully booked.
I think I got the last room earlier. Excellent. Oh dear. I know. Please stop showing it. I hate it. I got one early today, but then checked about an hour ago and it's fully booked. Hello, Circuit. Happy New Year. Shane, I'm glad you got somewhere. Happy New Year. I need to pop off and unpack the van with a ride home. If we unpack in time, I'll pop back in. Excellent, Dawn. Well, glad you got home safely. Looking forward to it. More rooms may appear on the web between now and the event. The lol was for the waifu comment. Excellent, yeah. The waifu for laifu.
Waifu, there we go. There we go.
I do like poking Dolly about the new SAS show. I haven't done that yet. I will have to poke him about it. The irony of not being able to respond because I have my hair dye gloves on so I can look like Inga on Saturday. Looking forward to wearing some more of my Master E1. I've nearly been jumped as a herald because I was wandering around suspiciously. Happens. I got the feather from the first part of the challenge. I gave 5 thrones worth of potions to the group I was helping, so I was gifted it for helping them. Back again, how's the crafting been?
I'm gonna forget that so I can find that out in play.
Yeah.
Because damn, that's just expedite. If I can find you, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I know there are things like this in.
Yeah.
But interestingly, Matt P has said to me that if I can get hold of a feather, it's to send him an email and he'll custom print me a ribbon for like Hyax quill.
Nice. That's cool. That's very, very cool.
Yeah.
I mean, my potion that I've got, I took it to the Steiner egregore, John.
Oh, cool.
And he said, it doesn't really look... He's not really interested in these sorts of things. And he read it on his tablet. And he said to me, he goes, don't touch it now. Do it at the next event. Make the most of it. And he goes, and when you take it, come and let me know because I want to be there. And he goes, this is called plot fun device. This is a fun plot device. So
awesome.
Yeah.
I love plot. That's one of the things that, like, I kind of fell into the kind of more high game in terms of like the moving and poking of bigger parts of the Empire. And I think part of the reason I find it so fun being at that level because it's so chaotic. Stuff like that just like big plot devices just falling into people's laps left, right, and center. I mean, at my scale of things, I'm putting out fires left, right, and center. But even that's fun because I turn up and I'm like, I've got no plans for the weekend, and by half an hour in, 3 people have hit the fan, and I've got to make sure people are still spinning their own plates.
Yeah, I mean,
and other metaphors.
For me, the last one, I wasn't really involved in too much, and then all of a sudden, I had people come running to me saying this drug dealer from Suma is coming into the Empire to sell stuff, and the words, it spread like wildfire around those sorts of circles because people were just hearing Cal's going and he's going to buy everything. He's literally going to clear them out. So I got there, and as soon as I was sat there chatting away to the guy, they were there. People were there going, "No, I've got to buy this. I've got to buy this." So like my biggest rival, who I'll be having a chat with this weekend, and I look.
Oh, is it a small case of a Navari that's now in the Brass Coast?
Might be.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He knows who he is, and
he's got sticky fingers.
The funny thing is that he was so panicked, and he goes, I need this, this, and this, and he bought like 1, 2, 3, and there's me going, I want 200. Yeah. They were just like, oh, okay, and it was just so funny. But no, it's the game itself. The whole drug game itself is a lot of fun.
Yeah. And
I don't want to do stuff where it's just going to take game away from people.
No.
I want to create a lot of game with this because there is so much game there. So I need to find Patches and have an ICOC chat with him.
You just said his name now.
We know who it is. I mean, you said Navar then in the Brass Coast. I mean, everybody knew who it was.
It's just one guy.
So
No,
I need to have a chat with him. And
I mean, you're walking around with a stack of 200 role-playing effects, basically. You could change 200 people's game like that if you just dished them out. Not that you're going to, you'll make money from it, obviously, but I
yeah,
can imagine it is such a like a really interesting big game, and the I guess the social mafioso mechanic of it as well. Of you getting your stack out.
yeah. I mean, this is
Sounds
what I've got
dirty.
on me at the moment.
That's quite a lot.
3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
That's more than I've got. I don't have any.
So yeah, I mean, I want to create this game for a lot of people, and
Yeah,
I
yeah,
want
yeah.
to get people involved in it, and I want it to be fun, and I want to do so much with it, and I want to have a chat with this guy. Hit up Nim, we can make brownies. Funnily enough, I do need to speak to Nim, I see, because there's potential jobs here.
Delivery.
Yeah,
Literally, here's your drug delivery with cake.
but there's so much to it, because I think if I can have a chat with him, and just to say, look, this is the way the game's going to go. You are scrabbling about, like, getting 1 or 2 here, there, and everywhere, and I'm negotiating deals for hundreds. So I'd rather you got involved with that, because he's got the interest in being the bookkeeper and stuff like that, and having it all written down, and going, let's talk about this, let's talk about that, and let's talk about the other. And I'm there going, yeah, I know, but I'll make the deals. You'll have all of the numbers and everything down, and then we'll just go from there. And it'll just be a lot more, and there'll be a lot more money in it for people as well.
Mercy and Patches get on very well. They kind of see eye to eye on a lot of things. Not least because, actually, that's quite IC stuff. But no, but like Mercy and Patches get on very well, and we had a really interesting discussion at a player event a couple of months ago, where we basically said that selling IC drugs, and selling music are two sides of a coin, in that no one really knows how much anything is worth, and people are willing to pay anything for an interesting experience.
I won't say how much I've been offered for my drugs.
Oh, I can imagine it's a fair cop.
Yeah, it's more money than I would have ever had.
Yeah.
It's more money than a lot of people would have ever had. Let's put it that way.
Apart from, Big Lorenzo.
Yeah, and I mean, there's so much to do, but I mean, I don't mind people knowing this, because I want to create game for people. That's all I ever like to do.
Yeah.
And that's what I want from it. And as long as people are going to be open and honest with me about all of this stuff, then I'm all right with that. And let's create this game. Let's have some fun. And then let's get you some money. Let's get you... I mean, there was a couple of new players who turned up, and they couldn't get their packs for that evening. So they were literally sat there without any money, without any potions, herbs, or anything at all.
Yeah.
And I remember chucking a few thrones at them, just to say, go off and have fun. Just go off, enjoy this.
Do something.
And then they came back the following day, and they gave me some money back. But it was like, this is great. You had fun last night. Wonderful. What happened?
And this year, that's all I've earned money for, is so that I can have enough money. And I say enough money in my pocket. I'm like carrying around like 5 or 6 thrones, but it's enough money in my pocket that I know if there's something I want to do that's interesting, that costs money, or if there's a bar I want to go to, drink I want to get, or whatever, or I'm with someone that wants something, I'm like, cool, yeah, I've got you, don't worry about it, that's fine, I can pay for it. Because weirdly, there are moments where you can kind of pay for role-playing experience. It's not microtransactions, but it kind of can be a bit like that, in a way of like, oh, I wanted to get a cool item hallowed for someone. Well, I'm gonna need to do a transaction where I buy the liao from someone and have that interaction and build that relationship up or whatever. But you have to have money in order to be able to do that. And I've now had a really cool. I'm actually talking about an actual example here that happened to me, but I've had a really cool interaction where I was like, I've got money for liao, and they went, I'm not going to give you any liao because we need it all for the battle tomorrow, but I will owe you one at the next summit. And then I saw them a couple of weeks ago in a player event, and I was like, hey, that person died. I don't need the liao anymore, but will you do this for me instead? And they were like, yeah, no, sure, no problem. But without having the money in place already, which is great. Why it's great, I guess, why PD give you money, because having some money is great, and with some money you can make lots of money. But I think that's a really cool thing to just be like, here's a couple of thrones, go have some fun.
Yeah. It's me and Chris Gallen. We're both on exactly the same wavelength when it comes to it. I mean, Smith is as well. We both looked at ourselves in the hall. Yeah. So when we're all in Hurst Hall, I mean, even now, really, as like the three of us, we look at everything that we've got, and we've got. I mean, the amount of money we've got between us is stupid amounts of money.
Yeah.
And Gallen loves to go up to people and just say, you want to do this? You want to do that? Okay, I'll give you this. Your challenge is now to take this and turn it into this. And go off and do that. Then you'll have Smith. So I had a chat with Smith about New Osland in Wintermark, because they want to get involved in the trading game. But it's like, they can't afford it. They haven't got the means to do it. So Smith Bron is literally giving them wains of mithril and stuff like that, and saying, right, everything you make over 5 thrones, you keep.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
So, and it's given them so much game, and it's been so good to watch, and it's been so nice that I've been able to literally help and be like a little intermediary for it, and then have them all run enough to do it. It's been fantastic to watch, and it's helped so many people. It's like watching Toddy. So don't listen, Liam, I'm going to say something nice about you. So Toddy created a lot of game because he insulted the orcs, and it was wonderful.
Nice.
It was so much fun to watch and to listen to and hear the stories from all the different angles. It was great. He created so much, and there's so much stuff going on because of his potion making as well.
Oh, cool.
He has created so much game for people. He has done a phenomenal job. It was so good to watch, and all I'm getting people coming up to me out of character going, Steve, have you heard this is what's going on? It's like, is it epic?
Awesome.
Where I want to watch this.
That's really cool.
And then it's like, in character, Toddy's caused this sort of issue, and I'm like, epic, great. Is he enjoying it? Yeah, it's great. Liam, you've done an amazing job, buddy. You have done such a good job. You have created plot. You've got people talking. I hate it. I cried so much. Don't. Really, really don't. Because you're gonna get a lot of plot because of it. And people will come up to you because you've made a name for yourself because of it.
And I think like giving and kind of sharing plot is one of those things. It's like giving presents, right? Actually, you get more from giving someone something and then running away from it than you do from necessarily hogging it all to yourself.
Yeah.
And I think it partly goes back to something I said way back at the start of the stream, when we were talking about tents and stuff. Although oddly still to do with Liam. But this idea that, you know, there is this kind of more social attitude with a lot of LARPers, not all LARPers, and there are members of, there are certain parts of my own nation I know that are quite protective of their resources and what they've got.
Yeah.
But there are still a lot of individual players, for example, that will go out of their way to kind of pull you into their game, or kind of make game for you. And I think one of the things I do, I don't necessarily particularly have game to make for other people, but I've always been told that I'm somewhat of a catalyst. So I'll go into game someone's already got and throw a spanner in the works, or kind of make something more interesting. And I think that's another flavor of guest making game for people. And it's always more, it's kind of more fun when you can do that, if you can, and also if you can annoy people, making people upset with you. Is the best thing to do.
Definitely. Welcome raiders. Mini Arcana.
We've been raided.
Yeah, Mini Arcana raided with 9. Thank you so much. It's it's nice to get raided back. It's great. I enjoy that. So yeah, thank you everyone who's coming in to do it. If you want to actually improve the numbers, you have to actually refresh the stream, because otherwise Twitch doesn't count it. So
that's weird.
We're just it's meant to be crafting stream.
Now we're just chatting about the philosophy of LARP.
And I have done some. So there's a little bit of Real
That's
fur,
good.
ethically sourced. I will add,
Good.
over some feathers over my shoulder. It's really thick.
Nice.
So I've only stabbed myself 4 times.
You're gonna be warm, Steve. That's what counts.
Well, I'm always warm. That's the problem.
Do you run hot?
Always have done.
I run quite hot. But when I run hotter recently because of COVID. But I actually run quite cold. But I am sitting here with no heating on in just a shirt. So
Yeah, I mean,
I'm wearing
just
jeans.
a shirt.
But just so Twitch knows, I am wearing jeans.
Don't believe you. Staples or sewn as a treat. Stone. It's sewn as a treat. It's
treat.
So I've done the thick bit because where the feathers are, it's all quite thick. So I've got to go through everything, and now I've just got to work my way back around. I also want to say I don't know how my story has gone from Toddy, the potential 50 Shades of Green orc smut maker, to desperately try to be prosperous potion maker, to nearly got killed by the orcs he fell in love with at the first time of Anvil. Can't wait for the orcs to hear about the orc smut, then kill me. To be honest, let's put it this way, Liam. All the orcs who were angry with you are all probably dead.
Dead.
Because they lost like half their nation.
It's probably true.
Eating
My
orcs.
armor has died.
So-
One of the orcs played. One of the orcs was quite literally IRL did work on my metal work on my plate armor. But we made it a thing that it was actually an IC thing. So he'd taken it off with him to Scarskind and had like been working on it and stuff, and then brought it back in trade for me teaching him a song. Before I could teach him the song, he buggers off and dies on a skirmish. But now I've got to sing at his funeral at the next event, which I'm really excited about because he sent me this really awesome orc song, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna cry. But yeah, cool.
Yeah. All the orcs are amazing. I did an orc chat with Lee and Mark, and Lee is insanely talented. Lee Thomas.
It's Lee. It's Lee. Lee's my armorer. Yeah.
Oh, Stag.
Ironside Stag. Yeah. The hilarious thing. So I heard about his death at Songs and Stories. The orcs were there. They were like, "Oh, say the name of these orcs to help them across the abyss," and I like died inside when they said the name Stag. I went straight to the Imperial Orc camp, and Stag had a nickname for Mercy called Mercy Precious. And I just walked in there like trying to find anyone that knew anything about what had happened. I just hear Lee walking up behind me out of character going, "Hello, Precious." I went, "No.
You're precious. I've heard about you.
Yeah, I'm precious.
You're precious. Wonderful. Precious. Hey Max, how are you doing, baby? I hope you're good. Abby's asked, do you both have 2023 New Year's Eve goals for LARP things this year?
Okay. I've been thinking a lot about this recently. I quite want to be. I want to get involved. I want to be. I want to be inquisited.
I can arrange that.
Yeah, but in a way that's kind of come about because of something I've done negatively. I want to advance my test of metal, but that's boring. Because it's everyone who's a knight errant's doing one. I think my big goal is I want one smaller goal is I want a best friend in every nation. And I'm working my way there. And another one is I just want more people to know Mercy, and Mercy wants more people to know who he is, to the point where I could turn up anywhere and at least one person knows who I am, and will be like, "Can you give us a song?" That's where I want to be by E4.
Okay, yeah,
that's a bit of an extraneous goal, but yeah.
Yeah, beating Empire via the power of friendship.
Yes, absolutely. Everyone knows that friends is how you stay alive.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good goal.
And also doing what I do, which is stay behind our lines. in chainmail, so arrows can't get me.
Yeah, I think for me, my goal is more. It's more LARP general than LARP Empire. This gothic LARP in Denmark looks awesome. So when me and Helen got married, a friend of ours, Joel, he's wonderful, wonderful child from Sweden. He's like 23. He looks about 8. Joel,
Steve, I'm 23.
Yeah, but you don't look about 8.
This is true.
He does. He came out. He basically he only leaves the country a couple of times a year, and he does it both times to go to Empire.
Great.
He gave up one Empire trip so he could come to the wedding.
Oh.
So he came over and he stayed here with us the night before the wedding, and he came and hung out with me and my groomsmen the day of the wedding, and was with us all, and it was absolutely lovely. At the end of a few days after the wedding, basically, he sent Helen a message saying this is how much she means to him, as a friend and all of this sort of stuff. And he sent me a message as well, and I'm not.
Are you gonna cry, Steve?
I did at the time.
Oh God.
I really did.
I don't know if I can deal with that.
He oh, where the fuck is it? There he is. Oh, he's showing him as being online as well. So I don't know if he's watching. Right, okay. It's quite a long message, so prepare yourself.
We got time.
So a few years ago, when I started Gymnasia, the Swedish school for people aged 16 to 19, we had mandatory health checkups. They were for both physical and mental health. During the checkup, I was asked a bunch of questions such as, what makes you laugh? How often are you sad? I had trouble answering a couple of these, such as, what makes you laugh? But there was one question that I never actually found a good answer to. I know I gave an answer, but it wasn't true. I have honestly thought about that question now and then since that day. Until now, I've never had an answer that felt entirely right. The question was, who's your role model? Kind of the best translation. It might sound weird, because how can I not have a role model? I, of course, have had role models, but none that I honestly wanted to be like when I grew up. They all had big flaws in their personality. You are my answer. The way you treat your friends, the way they treat you, the love you and Helen have, your relationship with Lily, the way you and Helen welcome me to your house, even though it was the day before and after your wedding, days where it would have been so reasonable that you wouldn't want me there. Since the first day I met you, now more than 5 years ago, you have made me feel important and like a greatly valued friend. You were the first to welcome me to the 2 feet, and you were the one who made me love Empire. You and Helen are the reason I come back every year. I can LARP here in Sweden, but I can't LARP here with you.
I didn't want to cry on stream, so I just had to stop myself.
I know, right?
Mate, do you know what? That's like an actual life goal is for someone to call me their role model. That's incredible. Wow, that's actual love. I love this. This has given me a nice warm little hug.
Good. I hope it's done that for everyone, because Joel is a legend, and I adore him.
Awesome.
He's like a son/brother.
Oh God.
So yeah.
So we're no, I'm not gonna make that joke. I can leave that one, but oh God.
Mod, do your thing. Thank you. But yeah, that. So my goal, one of my goals for the year is because he said that, and I know he can go. Fuck me, I'm still crying. When he, he said about he can LARP in Sweden, but he can't LARP with me. So my goal is to go out to Sweden to LARP with him out there.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So I want to do that this year. That's like top tier of things that I want to do.
I'm so glad I went first with that. What do you want to do? I want to make friends. Steve, what do you want to do? I want to go and LARP with someone that told me the most incredible thing in the world. Ugh.
Yeah. So I want to go out to Sweden to do that. I want to go and visit all these other LARPs.
Awesome. Yeah. Some really cool stuff going on. Really
So
cool
there's
stuff.
there's someone. So I had so one of the people I look up to a lot as a LARP content creator is Kaza Marie.
Okay.
She's
Yeah,
absolutely
I think
phenomenal. I think, and she is such a lovely person as well.
Yeah.
So I want to go out to America to go to something like because she lives, I think it's Pennsylvania. So I think.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So she lives all up there. So I want to go to like Bickerleen or something like that.
Cool.
And go to LARP with her.
Did they use the foam noodles on the weapons?
No, they don't.
The boffers.
No, they use proper stuff.
Nice.
So I discovered this actually about American LARPs is you've got the blockbuster LARPs which are just
like the stuff they do at Eversley.
Sort of in a way, but they have big fighty LARPs where they use pool noodles and those horrible looking things, and then you get proper laughs.
Yeah.
Which is where they have proper like our sort of style standard of weapons and stuff like that. So
that's cool.
Eversley is a film sim LARP. So Eversley is I'd say above blockbuster LARPs, to be honest. So I'd rather do Eversley than blockbuster. So
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. No, I've been intrigued by the stuff that's going on at Eversley myself, just because I think if I was going to go to like a one-off event playing like a cowboy in the Wild West is really cool, because I've done a lot of acting throughout my life, like amateur dramatics and stuff. I did a lot of opera at uni, and for me that would be basically like being in literally being in a film, right, or being in a play, but it's all like improvised and immersive, and that's really cool to me. Actually, I am crewing something at Eversley. It's not one of the ILAP stuff. It's a game that Ben, who plays Lord Eamon Toolstag, in Dawn, he's running. It's like a 1980s horror LARP that's like set in a summer camp, and I'm playing. I can't say what I'm playing, but I'm playing an NPC, and the character concept is that we've pulled together is so cool, and I'm really looking forward to it. But I can't say anything because
I mean the Eversley site is amazing, and
I've never been, but I really want to.
I want to do stuff there. I want to go
do things.
Well, it's like for their cowboy stuff. I've already got a character in mind, and that's playing the. Did you ever play Red Dead Redemption 2?
Do you know what? I haven't. I really want to.
There's a character in it. It's not an important NPC or anything like that, but he is literally a homeless beggar Civil War veteran who sits there with a bindle.
That's
no
so
shoes, no socks, nothing like that, and he's just asking for a couple of cents. That's all that's all he ever does, and he tells stories. Really and I was just like, I want to do that. That's my character.
That's really clever.
So I want to do something like that. There's also Drakenfest as well, but they got Drakenfest America now as well.
Yeah, I've seen this.
So I've heard good things. I've also heard there are some pretty horrific things that happened at it as well.
Is it a case of LARP can, if left to its own devices without a very good code of conduct and
unfortunately
and reinforcement? Fine.
I don't know if the incidents that I've heard about have been dealt with by the people who run the US Drakenfest, but I know that in a lot of places in America that they still have a lot of issues with race.
It's the Wild West of LARPing.
And I already know that I'll get banned from these places because I'll call that shit out as soon as I see it.
Beat someone up for it.
Yeah, I'll end up getting shot or something. Who knows?
Yeah, you're in America. That Wild West is not a film sim. They're actual guns.
So, but yeah, so I want to do that. So there's a few big things that I want to go off and do.
Nice.
I want to do the pirate LARP.
Yes.
I want to do the pirate LARP. I heard that they're considering bringing it back.
I want to do a pirate LARP, Steve, because my aunt did an ancestry thing a few years back. Found out that I am distantly related. He never had any kids, so he would have been like my great uncle or something.
Yeah.
Distantly related to Black Bart, Bartholomew Roberts. If you've ever played Assassin's Creed 4, he's the guy that you're chasing after, basically for the whole game. That's got that magic cube. That's my great uncle. So I've got pirate in my blood.
Excellent. That's cool.
Yeah,
I mean, cool. I'd like to do the pirate LARP. So yeah, hoist the colours. There's another one as well that they do down in Portsmouth, and there's one that they do up in Perth as well.
Oh, cool.
There's obviously the chance that I've got the Longest Johns coming to Empire as well. 2 of them potentially, anyway.
I mean that's it. All of my potential income just gone instantly, just like that.
So I've got that. I've also known there was a reason I wanted to shoot a flintlock at Dave. Yes. So there's those things that I want to do as well.
Nice.
But yeah, I'd like to go abroad and do a few.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Do a few things like that, and then and take the Hefty fam as well, and do loads of things like that. So it looks like I'm talking about LARP again at Comic Cons this year.
Oh, cool.
So I sort of put everything off because I just wasn't well, didn't have the energy, so I cancelled all of them. And now I want to get back into doing it all again. So so yeah, should be back at Comic Con, and then hopefully you'll get people involved in coming up on stage and chatting LARP with me and stuff. So essentially doing this but live. And that's
I've never been to one of the like official Comic Cons before, so I'll see if I can make my way to one that you're at.
I love them. Love Comic Cons. I'm hoping to do both the London ones and the Birmingham one. So
it's only a short tube ride for me to the XL Centre.
Yeah. So it should be a really good laugh. And then just get more. Yeah. So Max has done it with me, and we also did Comic Con as well. So there's potentially loads of stuff coming up, and then obviously up here the Extreme Makeover 3. Getting all of that stuff so I can do that again, but a bit of a different one this time because I'm planning on doing it for 5 people. Are
they all in different nations as well, Steve?
Who knows?
You don't actually know who you've got yet, do you?
Nope. There is I know one of the victims. So one of the victims is Casual Gamer Guy, who's from Sweden.
Okay.
And he's travelling over with nothing. So
awesome.
I'm gonna help him do that. The other
I'd love to see you try and do someone in Dawn.
It wouldn't be too difficult, to be honest. No. The other thing is yes, Bolam, I will. Thank you. There's also that I want to do it, but I also want to do it for the Hefty fan because we've got so many incredible crafters and creators in the community. Right. So Pete, Abby's, GM Nightmare Pete, I've asked him if he will. I can give him the money, and then he can source all of that bit for someone. So just a pair of trousers, the tunic, a belt, stuff like that, and then he can sort that out. So Pete's going to do that. There is a chance that one of the victims will be a member of the Longest Johns.
That would be fun.
If that is the case, I was going to auction off as part of the raffle that spot. So you get to go and kit up with 200 quid the member of the Longest Johns.
That's actually really cool. I like that. So that's fun.
So I was considering doing something like that as well. But there's lots of things there. So the raffle I'll finish off with. The raffle is very,
because we've been going 2 hours, Steve.
I know. And Helen's back at work tomorrow.
Yeah, I am too.
As well. So the plan will be, so the raffle is everything that we get is all paying for the makeover stuff. If I can only get enough for 3 people, then I'll do 3 people. If I get 4, then I'll do 4. If I get 5, I'll do 5. And then it'll just go on from there. So, nice. But I'm literally taking anything. So like obviously you've donated a song. As well. I'll see what I can make for the raffle. I have my own leather tools now. Excellent. I didn't want to message people to ask if they could do something, but I know Abby is immensely talented with this. Jasmine, who's donated some jewellery, is immensely talented. Max, you're talented too. You know you want to donate something as well.
Just calling it out, Max. Max, we've all seen it.
Max. We've all seen it, mate. We know that you are immensely talented.
We've all seen it and cried because our kit isn't as good.
Yeah, basically, bastard. Yeah, but I'm tight. This is a true story. So, would you take art donations of people's characters? Yeah, if you want to do if you would donate a commission.
Robin is so good.
So, yeah, let's chat. I can sort something out. Wonderful. That's awesome. Thank you for bowing to peer pressure, Max. I call it bullying, but we'll stick with it. Yeah, Max's maps are sexy. I'm actually going to incorporate Max's map into my wall skirt.
I mean, that sounds almost offensive.
Why? I can sit there and people go, do you know where this is? Then I could just take my skirt off, put it on the table and go, we're there. It's there. So,
awesome.
But yeah, if you want to donate a commission, then I'm more than happy to do it. That's fantastic. So, but yeah, so I'm gonna put Max's map into my war skirt somewhere. So when I'm walking around with it, they'll see a map. Because I just think the Dunning's hole needs to be placed somewhere. I've got ideas. None of them are pleasant.
Oh God.
But yeah, if anybody wants to donate anything, so I mean, I needed a clean slate from Mac, so so Beth has Mac's obvious his hammer that he's got.
Yeah.
So I'm donating Mac's mace into the auction as well, so I can get that clean slate.
Get rid of it.
So someone could win that as well. But yeah, there's plenty of things.
Loads of good stuff.
There's loads of good stuff, but obviously the more, the better. Hey, Biscuit, good to see you, man. Well, I'll see you
Biscuit,
at the weekend.
who I was introduced to at Empire, I see as Biscuit. I was just so confused.
Oh my God.
But the thing is, I now actually can't remember because your Biscuit's name and all of Biscuit's brothers, I think, names.
Kagan,
they all
Dagan,
Agenson, right? Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah. So yeah, he's Kagan.
Kagan's. Oh,
Kagan. Yeah. He's the reasonable one. Oh, don't forget Tegan. Yeah, but Kagan is the reasonable one. We like Kagan. What's the price for the raffle tickets? It's probably going to be $5 a ticket, because obviously if I get enough tickets in the raffle, then one of the prizes is going to be a 4-meter bell tent. So, which is a stupidly big prize. There's also there's a ticket for Empire in there as well. But if people want to donate anything for the raffle, then donate whatever you can.
Got to be one of the best raffles I've seen in a long time. There's no box of chocolates or a £5 bottle of wine from Aldi going into this raffle.
No, nothing like it at all, ever. If I'm doing a raffle, then the raffle's done big and it's done properly.
It's so creative, Steve. I'm very proud.
So, but it's, I mean, I entered.
It could be.
It could be.
Don't, please.
Oh my God! I tell you what, I will throw in and I'll put on at request of. Can we donate the £5 bottle of wine from Aldi? Yes, you can. If you want to.
Do you know what? It's probably actually quite good. All of Aldi's wines are quite. I do rate them. I
can't wait to take part in my first raffle ever. Now, Al, you won like 6 prizes the last time I did this. You cheeky bastard. But yeah, so we will do all of this. There will be loads of stuff. I will even go out to Aldi, buy a £5 bottle of wine and a box of chocolates purely to put in there, and it's going to be put on there at the request of Abby.
Abby. Excellent.
That's it.
Just stick it in a basket. Do like proper little hamper. It's a crappy box of chocolates and a bottle of wine.
If I win Mercy's song,
the amount of people just chatting about what they're getting a song written for if I write them a song.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him to sing to me how Nim's noms is better than his postal delivery.
My house have a postal delivery service as well.
Oh,
that's funny. The great thing is there are at least 3 people in chat that want me to write them a song, which means if one of them wins and 2 of them don't, I might be making some money this year.
I'd like you to write a song, but I wouldn't. I'd get you to write something about Mac rather than Cal.
That's a good point.
But
look,
I can't enter. I can't enter.
No, you can't. But you can buy a song from me with all the drug money.
I'm not paying 10 thrones for it though.
Just give me something interesting, and we'll call it quits.
Oh, that's easy. That's really easy. We'll have a chat.
Hands me bite.
We will have a chat. Do the boogie chocolates from Hotel Chocolat offer not to break his legs? There's that too. To be honest, I don't think you're doing anything for Cal after he won for a little bit.
Just everything's broken.
Everything is broken.
He's not playing the guitar.
So I did a little bit of crafting. Did you manage to get any of your D&D stuff?
Do you know what? I did some of the stuff before the stream. I would show you, but I don't think we've got that facility. But do you know what? It's looking quite good. Yeah, I've built some of this. Basically, I'm running a campaign for the first time in like 2 years, and it's mostly set in a city. So I've been designing this big city, and it's taking ages because I've got to place every tree individually, Steve.
Excellent.
It's like making a Warhammer terrain.
Love it. I absolutely love it.
But well.
Yeah, there is plenty of stuff. I can turn those lights off now. I'm not blinded anymore. Yeah, there is plenty of stuff. I've got a charity stream coming up as well for aliens.
Nice. Yeah, I saw that.
That's going to be money. Some will go towards the makeover. Some will go towards the Teenage Cancer Trust.
Cool.
So, because obviously that was George's charity.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. There's just going to be plenty. There's so much going on. I'm going to actually be doing some videoing actually at the Reaper's Ball as well.
Cool.
Me too, Abby. Me too. Yeah. So, but we've got that wonderful picture from that day we all went over to see him. So we've still got that. Yeah, so I'm going to do some filming at the Reaper's Ball.
Nice.
As well, just to get some footage out there. I've started editing the Makeover 2 together because it's taken me so long because I've been waiting.
When did you do? I didn't know you did a second one. Was that at E4? Ah,
yeah,
cool.
Did it at E4, but I was waiting on a lot of.
What, in the rain?
No, I missed the rain.
Good.
So, or it might have been at E3, but I did. But I've got a lot of. I was waiting on people to come back to me with photos of themselves, so I could actually use it. And I'm still waiting for one person. So I'm just gonna have to ask a certain individual to send me photos of her, so I can at least see something. But but Digby did the infamous video of the Forge. That's on my YouTube channel.
Oh God!
Haven't you seen it?
I've not seen this.
You've not seen it. It's literally it's lovely music, and then it
Did it cut into Bohemian Rhapsody?
No,
at the
it
Forge
cuts
on a Thursday
to
night?
the penis that's been carved into the Forge. God. So someone's actually carved that in there. So it's wonderful. It's well worth it.
The Forge is an interesting place that I rarely spend time at.
Yeah, I don't go there anymore really. So, but yeah, there's loads of stuff. But still. Well,
we got to talk for ages, otherwise you need to stop this.
We can do, yeah. But yeah, as always, mate, it's always a pleasure to chat
Lovely
to you.
to chat. Yeah, absolutely.
I need to do another music stream.
Yes,
because
plan one.
They haven't. One hasn't been done for ages.
We can sort something out. I'm sure.
Yeah, Scop of the Pops. I think.
Yeah.
I think another Scop of the Pops.
See if we can get.
Oh, I'll just ask.
People.
I'll get loads.
Yeah.
We'll get loads of people.
Nice.
Who'll come on and sing. So that'll be good. I think that's pretty much. Pretty much it. And then on Friday. Thought I'd spend so much time in the Forge. Haven't been in once. Yeah, it's the way of it. Unfortunately,
I go in to find people I'm looking for. That's it.
I had a meeting in there recently, and that was it. And then I left. But yeah, so on Friday I have Robin and Oliver coming on.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, they were insane enough to have me on theirs. So it makes sense that I return the insanity, basically. So
brilliant.
I nip into the Forge to grab a Coke if Maurice is too busy. Yeah. But yeah, so Friday will be more of a... No, it's not going to be more of a structured chat. It's going to be just as much chaos as this, let's face it.
With an extra person.
Yeah. But, I mean, Oliver's there to keep us all in check, basically.
Oh, absolutely.
That's the way I'm looking at it. He'll try, anyway. He'll fail. No one succeeded. Because it took me 20 minutes to realise they were actually recording the interview when I was chatting away to them.
Yeah, the start of the you are just kind of having a natter, and I'm like, okay, fine, this is hilarious.
Yeah, so I was going to get drunk and chat LARP. Yeah, no, that sounds good to me. Yeah, so that's Friday. Yeah, so the Reaper's Ball's on Saturday. So I've got some Seawolves cider left over, so I might have some of that.
Oh, cheeky.
And that, so, but yeah. Anyway, so we'll have to do this again.
Absolutely,
always.
Steve. I'm always free up for it. If you need someone, I'm always.
We can chat too, yeah.
Oh, that silent laughter. The silent laughter of two blokes with the same sense of humour, which is bullying.
It really is. But yeah. So yeah, we'll do this. I'll get this all put up onto YouTube.
Nice.
I don't know, probably tomorrow. And that.
Do when you can.
Is anyone streaming at the moment? Is someone streaming?
Oh, I
Who else is streaming?
I don't do much Twitch.
Digby. Digby is streaming. Dorkable Corey? I can't remember who Dorkable Corey is. Who's a Dorkable Corey? Dolly is? Is he actually streaming? He's not coming up for me.
Why is Beth shaking her fist at the sky to Mark Humes?
Don't know. Oh, right.
He's streaming. Let me.
There you go. Right, we're gonna go raid Dolly.
Nice.
And that's so because he was really ill as well. So I think he's currently got cat-o vision as well.
Oh.
So yeah, there's a cat sat on his lap.
Oh, okay, fine. I thought you were talking about like, what's that VR thing where you make yourself look like a cat?
Oh God, no.
An anime cat.
No, definitely not. But go and give Dolly all the love in the world. And
nice.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for coming on, Dave. As always, you've been
no worries. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, and yeah, go and enjoy the raid. Bye.
Bye.
I'm not very good at